Evidence. Here is where you bring in the information from your sources. What source are you using now for your essays? The book, the class text, exactly. So you use your sources to support your argument. And you are using this evidence to prove that your topic, sentence, and argument are spot on. And then explaining. You have to explain your quotes. You can't just write them and then expect me to know what you mean, right? I'm not a mind reader, and I also can't just come up with your argument or your explanation for you. You have to put your quote in and then explain it. If you don't explain its relevance, it's just a random statement. It's just there, dead in the water, floating around. You have no reason for it, right? Talk about it. Analyze it. Explain its deeper meaning and show me why it's important enough for you to include it. Because that'll give you another sentence or two, and you can meet the word count on your essays, and that'll make you feel good. And then transition. So your paragraph is done, and then it's time to move on, but you can't leave the paragraph just ending awkwardly, because that's like somebody, you're talking to me, and then I just walk away from you. They'll say bye. But I don't leave you fulfilled with the ending. So you have to ease your reader into the next paragraph. You might hint at what's to come in the next paragraph, or you might just close that paragraph off altogether. There are multiple ways to transition. So, a wonderful student allowed me to borrow one of their paragraphs. See, I'm giving credit. I'm giving credit to somebody. I can't tell his name because he asked me to keep him anonymous, but I'm letting you know that I totally took somebody else's work and added it to my work because he allowed me to do it. So, I don't know. This is a pretty good paragraph. I'm letting you know. Good body paragraph. Would someone like to read it for me? Someone who has a nice, clear, loud voice. David? Okay.
The whole thing?
Yeah, it's a paragraph.
Curly's wife has some power when compared to crooks. Curly's wife displays her power by threatening and belittling crooks. When crooks ask her to leave his room, she states, "You know what I can do to you if you open your trap." Steinbach 8-1. She also says to crooks, "Nigger, I could just get you strung up on a tree so easy and even funny." These lines show that Curly's wife knows the power she has over crooks. She can have his life taken at any moment. She can make crooks feel as though he has nothing despite the fact that she is a woman and he is a man. Curly's wife uses her dominance in the bar over the only person she can because out there in the ranch she is reduced to nothing more than a tart, destined to be ignored.
Now, that was some awesome reading from all the way back there. Thank you very much. I need some people to come up and underline some stuff for me. Okay? I need somebody to come up and underline the topic sentence, wherever it may be. I have a marker for you. Come up to the board. Callan, I see you. You're ready. Find that topic sentence for me. Yes. Thank you, Callan, so much for being brave and coming up here. So, he underlined, Curly's wife has some power when compared to crooks. Is that the topic sentence? If you believe that's the topic sentence, raise your hand. Okay, if you're not raising your hand, Fabrizio, what is the reason for why you don't think that's the topic sentence? It is the topic sentence. Callan is totally right. Go Callan. Because this tells you about what's coming in the paragraph, right? Curly's wife has some power when compared to crooks. You're definitely finding out what's going on or what we're going to be talking about in this paragraph. That's the focus. Curly's wife having power when compared to crooks. Where's the argument? Johnny, you want to come underline the argument for me, please? Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. underline, Curly's wife displays her power by threatening and belittling crooks. I agree with that being the argument, okay? Because that is an opinion. This is showing something a little bit deeper than just saying this is how she, when compared to crooks, this is how Curly's wife has power. They're telling us how does she use her power, and that's making an opinion that she uses it by threatening and belittling crooks. Who's going to show me some evidence? Sam! I'm going to do something. I'm going to not do it. I was going to go Sam because I saw Dan Rue the other day. Do you guys know who Dan Rue is? Nobody in here knows who Dan Rue is? You guys don't know that guy that goes into random places and does a dance?
Oh.
He steals sneakers and he does a dance as he's stealing the sneakers, and then there's the other guy that goes, oh no, Dan, what is he? My boyfriend met them in the airport and had them do the thing for him.
Oh, yeah, I know.
All right, so Sam, underline, you know what I can do to you if you open your trap. And then the other quotation. Do we agree that's the evidence in the paragraph? Yes. Okay. So we're getting there. Who wants to just tell me really quick so that I can underline it so I can do some work? I'm a teacher. What's the explanation? Where is it? Where does it start?
Right after.
Okay, so it starts here. And then where does it end? Shout it out. Oh. I think it's the whole thing, to the end. So you think it ends here?
Yeah.
So
All the way to the...
are we missing a transition sentence? I wouldn't have put this up here if there wasn't a transition sentence. I'm not tricky like that. Go ahead, Elena. All right. So right here is the explanation of the quotes. Let's see why. Because she knows that her power, she can take his life at any moment, so she says that right there. Let's see what else. Crooks feel Zoe is nothing despite the fact that she's a woman. So we're talking about the fact that Curly's wife has some power. And earlier in the essay, which you guys don't have, we're talking about the fact that women are usually powerless. So, but she does have some power here, even though she's a woman and he is a man. So, this is our transition sentence at the end. Curly's wife uses her dominance in the barn over the only person she can because out there on the ranch, she is reduced to nothing more than a tart destined to be ignored. The reason why this is a transition sentence is because it kind of restates everything that we went over in a different way. Because we know all this happened in the barn, and this is what she did while she was in the barn. And then, right here, she's reduced to nothing more than a tart destined to be ignored. Kind of hints at what we're going to talk about later in the next paragraph. And it also ends this paragraph. You get that? Does that make sense? That this is the end of the paragraph. There's nothing more to talk about. We have to move on to the next paragraph.